Welcome to LovegLew Creations, where we create and design for your inspiration. I'm Felicia. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's wreath. All right, you guys, so today's inspiration is still Valentine's, and after this week, we're gonna start on Mardi Gras, but I wanted to show you this design. It's on a pine base wreath. Last week's was on a grapevine. So this tutorial will be on a pine base, my typical pine base, and this one is also available on my Etsy shop. So feel free to see my description below and you'll find my Etsy shop and you'll be able to buy it if you want to. So what we're going to do today is something unique, and I know I talked about me promoting more Etsy designers and more Etsy shops. So we're going to do something really fun today that comes from a couple of Etsy shop designers, and I think you're going to like it. All right, so let's wreath. Okay, so today's design incorporates some wreath attachments from some Etsy designers that I shop from. And this month's tutorials, I want to try to use as many Etsy designers as I possibly can to promote their businesses. So our first Etsy designer her name of her shop is Katie Kates Creates. And we're going to use these two particular hearts within my design today. And this particular designer does a really beautiful job in creating a lot of different types of wreath attachments, and she always makes the attachments according to the season. So she made a bunch of beautiful attachments for Christmas, for Halloween. Oh my gosh, they were beautiful. And I didn't get a chance to get any, but a lot of the wreath designers were using her creations. And so these are both handmade, and two beautiful hearts, and we're going to incorporate both of these colors into the design. But how cute is that? They each also come with attachments on the back to apply to your wreaths, and they're handmade. So she does a beautiful job. Most wreath attachment designers are wreath designers themselves. So if you go onto her shop, you'll be able to see some of the wreaths that she creates also. But again, I'll have the listing to her shop in my description below, and the name of her shop is Katie Kates Creates. The next designer that I want to show you, the name of her shop is called Cherry Street Mercantile. And we're going to use these. And she creates wreath attachments as well. So aren't these cute? They look like the real deal. And I couldn't resist. I also bought some more that I'm going to use for some Easter wreaths. And those look like Reese's candy. So, and at the time when I got these, we had a mini grandcation. And we had the grandbabies over, and I pulled these out, and I was so afraid they were going to see them and try to open them and think they were real chocolate, because they look like the real deal, don't they? But they're fake, and they're really cute. And she does a beautiful job as well on her creations for wreath attachments. And again, I'll have the description to her shop in below in my the location to her shop in my description below as well. So this is Cherry Street Mercantile. All right, so we're going to try to use all four of them. I bought 4. And so hopefully we can fill the wreath with these as well. So everything else, you know me, I'm gonna buy supplies from Craftex and from Hobby Lobby. So these came from Hobby Lobby, Craftex, as well as I'm gonna use a gem. You know me, I gotta pizzazz it up. A beautiful heart, we're gonna add this as well. And then ribbon, again, we're gonna use some beautiful ribbon. I got this from Craftex, and I know last tutorial we used kind of a pink and gold look as well. So because there's pink and gold within my heart attachments, I'm going to go ahead and use the same concept, but I'm going to use a different pink ribbon than from the one I used last week. So this is Fair Silk ribbon. Fair Silk is very beautiful, can be on the pricey side ribbon, but it's really strong, great wire, good to use to make beautiful bows. And then we have the budget ribbon, which is the gold, and we'll combine the pink and the gold again for this week. And then of course sprays. So sprays came from Hobby Lobby. And again, whatever sprays you want to use, I could have found some gold sprays or some white sprays, but we're going to use a combination of these. We may not use them all, or we may not use some of them, or we may use them all. So anyway, y'all know me. So I get an inspiration, I put it all together, and if I don't need it, I'm not gonna use it. If I use it, I use it, all right? Okay, so let's wreath. One more thing, everyone. So I wanted to also talk about, last tutorial I talked about our wreath kits. So what I'm going to do is have them ready in March. So I figured by the time I get through this first quarter and I get through all the Valentine's, Mardi Gras, Easter, even St. Patrick's Day, I can get the wreath kits ready and give everyone until April to have them ready, and we'll have a specific date on when we'll have either the go live or the tutorial for making that particular wreath. So there'll be a limited amount as well, but it'll be more of a spring kit wreath. So I'll find a nice, pretty sign for us to put in the center. We'll have mesh and ribbon and so forth, and we'll create the design together. And if you are able to watch the tutorial or the live, if I go live, I haven't decided yet, but if I go live, we can do it live. And then if not, it'll always be on YouTube for you to follow once you get your wreath kit. All right. So, and you can email me if you're interested. My email address is located in my description also below, and feel free to email me if you're interested, and I can start keeping names and emails aside so I can make sure I reserve a kit for you all, and then you'll be able to purchase them from my Etsy shop. All right, let's wreath. All right, so I went on ahead and added the mesh to my base. I went on ahead, cut to the chase, and want to bore you all with the same thing that I always say all the time, but I just wanted to show you that I do squish it into an oval, and then applying the mesh is strictly there to be help me a canvas to apply my my ornaments and my embellishments. So we're going to go ahead and start working on the focal points, and so I want to figure out how I want to apply my hearts, and do I want them to go straight up and down like this, or do I want them to go kind of zigzaggy? And I like the zigzaggy look. I think that's going to be cute. And then from there, we can kind of position where we want everything else to be. Just kind of get an idea of how we want our heart. So this, I noticed that everything in this design is a heart. So we'll call this our heart design, right? So I think I want the gold to be right here, the deep red, and then maybe we can put this one down here, and then have the chocolates kind of sporadically throughout the design itself, sticking out all around. I think that'll be pretty. And then we'll add the ribbon, some bows, and then we'll start adding the picks. So let's go ahead and work on our first focal point. All right, so, and also feel free to, as you're making your designs, to just play with it, figure out how you want it to look, and figure out also how you're gonna fill the gaps. So you're gonna have some gaps, and that's where your other embellishments come into place. So I think this will be cute if we do it this way. What do you guys think? Rather than up and down like the wreath that I showed you all at the beginning. So I like the fact that we can play with these and make them kind of zigzaggy. So let's do that. So we'll apply the glue to the back. And I had already tried to make this, and I realized I wanted to show you all this in my design today. So please forgive the glue that's already on there, because I took it off. And I was like, this is part of my focal point to display these other wreath designers, these other Etsy shops. So originally there would have been some pipe cleaners on the back to apply it, but I want to glue mine, so I had taken them off. We just squish it on there. Again, that's why we have the mesh. The mesh is our platform. So be generous with the glue, and because these are very lightweight, they're made out of styrofoam and filler, it makes it so easy to apply, and it's very light, like I said, which is what we want in our wreaths. Light focal points that won't weigh down our wreath. And I have a tutorial that talks about when you have a focal point that is too heavy and how to apply it, but that's in another tutorial. It's one of my earlier ones. So if you ever find a focal point and then realize it's too heavy, watch that one. It may give you some ideas on how you can apply. So there we go. So I think it's gonna be good. Make sure it's on there, and it's gonna stick really well, one, because of the backing on the back, and it's sticking perfectly to the mesh. All right, so let's focus on the next focal point. And I think I want to add this heart. I like this one a lot. I want this one to really stand out. So we'll put this one here and it'll fit perfectly in this indentation. Again, we can use some little fillers to fill in any gaps that we have, and I have a cute idea for that as well. So let's go ahead and apply this one. And again, make sure you have some really good glue. I use Gorilla Glue, and that is, to me, the best glue, but there may be some other designers that have may think differently, but this is what I use. And again, I have that listed below in my description as well if you're interested, but feel free to use whatever glue you like. But again, trust your glue when you add and apply your embellishments, and make sure that, you know, if you're using your mesh, it's going to help it stick as well. All right, so let's get that on there. Apply it on, make sure it's squished on there. And I thought this was so pretty. I really like this gold. It picks up the gold. And we're using different hues of reds and pinks and golds. So we're gonna put this one right here and help fill that little corner. So it's zigzag perfectly. So that way we can fit our little points of our hearts where they need to be to help cover up some of the mesh. And we're just going to apply glue as well. And we don't have a lot of embellishments on this one, so this tutorial shouldn't be that long. And again, think about if you're interested in creating this type of wreath, just look at your focal points. You can find some really cute hearts and designs at other stores. And if you're interested in the Etsy shop designers that I'm using today, feel free. And you may find some different things in their shops that you like besides these. So, all right. So far, so good. So we have this final heart. So I think I want this one to be at the top, maybe, I don't know, maybe up here. Let's see. Maybe right here. We'll put that here, and maybe we'll have, actually I want to put a bow here. So we'll put a bow here. Let's think about this one later, because I'm going to put a bow down here also. Actually, let's go ahead and put this one here. That'll be cute. Okay. See, put it in the center. No, I don't want it to cover up. I do not want it to cover up. This is so pretty. It's so cute. It's so unique. I need it to stand out. And let me cut this off right here. You don't need that tassel. All right. Okay. All right, good. So good. And then we'll apply the ribbon, and then we'll start applying the picks and our chocolate bars. Get this glued on. So make sure you have your glue sticks on hand, because they do run out fast, and your glue gun. For those of you who design, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. Let's get it right there. Okay, good. Actually, I probably could have turned it the other way. Oh well, maybe had it go that way. That's fine. All right, so I'm going to start making my bow, and I'll be back because I've already showed you guys how to make the bows with my bow maker, my trusty bow maker. I'm going to bore you with that. I'm going to go make 2 bows, one for the top and one for the bottom down here. All right, we'll be right back. All right, so I've added the bows to the top and to the bottom, and you know me, I'm going to add a jewel. So we're going to put this gem at the bottom. I haven't glued it on yet. I just wanted to show you guys I was going to add that, and that's going to make the bottom ribbon pop and just kind of add that special touch. I may cut the ribbon a little bit at the top because it's hiding some of my embellishments, and I really love this pink red heart up here, so I'm going to cut it down so you don't it's not covering up. So let me go ahead and glue on my gem here for my bow. And get that on there so it can set really good, be in there. All right, so while that's setting, I want to go ahead and start placing my chocolates within my design. So let's see. All right, so I kind of want to have them sticking out so you can see them. Again, what is Valentine's all about? Chocolate, right? Who's chocolate lovers out there? I'm not, believe it or not. I don't like sweets much. I'm not a candy person, but I like to give away candy. I like to give candy to my grandbabies. I like to keep candy around, but I'm not a candy lover, believe it or not. But and there's nothing wrong with those of you that are. So, and my daughters, when they were growing up, if I bought candy or say I had a candy bar in the house, they knew I was gonna eat it, and it would sit in the refrigerator, and next thing I know, it's gone. I'm like, who ate my candy bar? And like, Mom, you knew I was gonna eat it, so they ate it. They were right. So anyway, let's see how I want these to look. Let's kind of situate them all the way throughout so that they are sticking out kind of like that. And again, don't glue anything in until you got it where you want it, guys. It's so important because sometimes, let's see, no, upside down. Sometimes you may not like where you positioned it, and then all of a sudden you can't take it off. So I think 3 is good. What do y'all think? I think 3 is doing it for me. So let's go ahead and get those glued in. All right, so let's do that. Real simple, because these are light and it's made out of this felt, it's gonna glue perfectly inside my design. I'm so excited. This is gonna be so cute. I think the chocolate pieces are just gonna really offset the design. So I know this one's gonna cover this up just a little bit, but that's okay. It's quite all right. I like where it's going. So I like that it's gonna fit right there perfectly. Just like that. And then this side as well. Let's get that in there. You guys see that? Sticking right out here on the side. Just like so. So let's get it in there. Well, that didn't go in there good enough. Hold on, I need it to be really in there. Right up under there. All right. It's in there. Okay. Looks good. Looks great. So I like it. I like it. I wonder if I could have turned that. No, we'll leave it there. Leave it right where it is. It sticks out really good. And it looks like, you can see it, it's chocolate. All right, can y'all see it? So maybe one right here. One right here. Let me see, let's turn it around. Let's try to use all 4 of them. Let's see if we can put it right here. I'm gonna have to cut this ribbon down. It's getting on my nerves. It's too big. It's in the way. There we go. Okay. Now let's dovetail it. Again, your design doesn't have to be finalized until you finalize it. All right, so put one here. I like it there. Okay, I think that's a good spot. What do you guys think? I like it. Got enough chocolates on there. It looks like, how cute of a gift is this for a chocolate lover? What do y'all think? If I was a chocolate lover, I would love for my husband to give me this. So cute. All right. I think we did it. So now I want to put some picks around it because I want it to just kind of have some more pizzazz. Y'all know me. I'm subtle with it, but I like it. And sometimes I do go big, but we got the sparkly heart, the gold heart, the gem, and then the gold ribbon within it as well. So I think that's enough pizzazz. All right, so here are our picks. Now, one thing I want to do is if there's any gaps. I don't really see any, so we're good. If there were gaps, you know what I would do? I would take the pick, cut off maybe this heart and stick it somewhere where there may be a gap. All right, so I don't think we have any gaps. I just want to add some picks to the outside. I was going to use these, but I think I like these better. So we're going to use the pink and the red and alternate around the wreath itself. Okay, looking good, looking great. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, all right. Again, this will be on my Etsy shop. So if anybody's interested, it'd be a great gift for someone for Valentine's Day. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just pulling apart my picks. I'm just gonna have them stick around the wreath itself. So this one I just want to cut down, and I think I do want to detach the hearts because I want them individually as well. We're not going to need a lot of them, so you could cut it down the center, and you could use a box cutter better for this, and I'll probably sit it down. Always be safe, guys, because you can hurt yourself, and I am notorious for that sometimes. There we go. There we go. All right, it's coming apart. Just enough so I can peel off the paper that wraps around it. There we go. Getting out my individual hearts that are going to go around as well. Perfect. And there you go. Picking it apart. All right. So here we go. I'm going to use my glue pot for these. It's easier. So let's move that over. All right, so let's start adding our picks. So let's start with the top. We'll add some red here. Get some space in there. There we go. All right, so pick there. And a pick on this side. Kind of make it evenly dispersed throughout. Get it up in there, and if we need to, we can cut it a little bit. So don't be afraid to cut as well. And we do some more, so we'll do some red around, and then we're gonna do some pink as well. So again, these are our tear down picks, as I call them. So we'll put some down here. Some on this side. Okay, and then let's add some hearts throughout. I'm not gluing until I know this is where I want everything to be placed. Again, we'll bend it a little bit on the end when we use it and put it in the glue pot. Perfect right there. One on this side, let's bend it. And that'll be perfect right there. And let's do some light pink, because we got light pink and red in our embellishments. Why not use light pink and red in our picks, right? Just to set it off, even it out. Okay. So we'll add some at the top. And again, we can cut them down if need be. And some pink hearts. All right. pushing them through the mesh and the design itself. Oh, that's cute. Look, it's coming out of the bow. I like that. I like it, Okay. Just like that. All right. Let's see. This is to, again, to just help set it off. Give it a little bit of pizzazz to your design. And don't be afraid to just utilize your picks. And I like the whimsical looking kind of look, so we'll apply some throughout. I think that'll be cute. These kind of whimsies. Let's call them whimsies. All right, so we'll glue those through there. Just have them kind of pop out. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's add some red whimsies. What do y'all think? I like it. I like it a lot. This turned out really cute. Again, it was just finding your focal point, you guys. And that's always been my main thing, is once you find what you want to design with, you can definitely take it from there and pull out your embellishments. So far, so good. I'm gonna add, I don't know if I want that there. I'm gonna add some more picks throughout, and then we'll come right back and you'll be able to see the finished product. All right, so we have completed this design. Here's the big reveal. Here we go. Ta-da! All right. Turned out beautifully. I love the chocolate bars. How does it look? All right. Okay, perfect, beautiful. If I say so myself. All right, so can you see it really good? All right, everyone. So, quick reminder, if you're interested in a wreath kit, send me an email. I'll have my email address in my description below, and that'll help me determine how many kits I need to make. And our next tutorial will be Mardi Gras. So I'm excited about that one. I have some beautiful designs to share with you guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great week, and thanks for wreathing with me.